bras light version.
So who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
What's up guys, and welcome to another Fashion Nova haul, but today we're gonna be trying on bralettes. Now the thing about bralettes, usually when you get them from pretty much any store, is that they're made in the sizes small, medium, large, and extra large, which does not take into account any breast size to waist ratios, or any kind of nuance you might have in the size and shapes of your breasts. It's basically just like bras light version. So today I'm gonna be trying a bunch of Fashion Nova bralettes in the size large, because I find that if I go for a medium or a small that might fit my rib cage better or my waist better, I'm often getting cup overfill, cup underfilling, basically just like underboob inside the bra, and just general not fitting because I happen to be of the big titty bitch persuasion. So I'm gonna be talking about these 20 bralettes from Fashion Nova from the perspective of a busty chick who isn't necessarily fat enough to make the bustiness natural. There are some women out there that are absolutely blessed with like a C cup or higher and they're still really skinny, but this is rare. And of course you also want to note that my boobs are fake, so they don't flop, hang, or sag naturally. So it is going to make it a little bit easier, or maybe in some cases harder, for me to fit into these bralettes. But just know that if you're a natural big boobed girl, you might not fit into these the exact same way that I do. Everyone's different, we know this. So we're just going to speak generally on if these would be helpful to someone who happens to have a much larger ratio chest to the rest of their bodies, for whatever reason, fake or not. Let's go ahead and start off with my absolute least favorite piece from the entire collection. I say collection like it's a collection. It's just me picking out my favorite looking or interesting looking bralettes from fashionnova.com. By the way, this isn't sponsored. I bought these all with my own money, but if you do want to see what I bought, down in the description, I will post all the links there. So if you want to buy something that you saw here that might look good on you or for your girlfriend or something, anything that's still available to be linked will be linked down in the description. Without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this, whether or not you're looking to buy a bra or you're just looking to look at me in bras. Let's go. So as stated, we're gonna start with my least favorite one, which is this one. It kind of honestly looks like a little bit of like a maternal bra. It's not that great, but I thought it would be cute as like some kind of bridal style lingerie. It has these little straps here that are cute. However, when I put it on, it actually does not cover my boobs at all. This one in particular is actually one I think that will work better on natural boobs, because you can kind of push and mold natural boobs because they're made of fat and breast tissue instead of more rigid, less movable silicone or saline. You're gonna be able to kind of squish them in there, but they're not gonna stay as well. If you have wide apart boobs, whether they're fake or not, maybe they will fit better into this, but I found my nipples just popping out immediately because I do have a little bit of natural cleavage, and this was just too wide for comfort. Also, it felt like it was just falling off of my shoulders. Think some of the outfits that Khaleesi wears or some of the girls wear in Game of Thrones, where it's basically just like a draped piece of tapestry falling off the shoulders of the girls, and then they have like that belt around the middle that keeps it there. It's like somebody took a curtain, draped it around their shoulders, and it's just kind of falling off all over the place, which can be hot in some situations, but for a bra, when you're moving around or anything and just trying not to have your nipples pop out every second, it's not that great. This might be good for like a stripper outfit or something. The next bra we have here, I like, but I do not like the fact that there are pads on the inside that are not removable. If anything has removable pads, it doesn't work well for me, or I think for any girl with big boobs, unless the padding is basically just there to mask any hard nippleage you might have throughout the day. I really dislike when I get a piece of clothing, or a bra specifically, that feels like it's adding a bunch of extra bulk to me and making me feel cumbersome in general. It doesn't feel comfortable. It is cute, however, and it does have quite a bit of cleavage. The back has this little X design here. That is cute, but overall I would say this is definitely not going to provide any support, and it's going to feel a little bulky on big boobs unless you kind of just want to stuff them in there and don't really mind. For me, I will probably wear this when I want to do like some kind of photo shoot or something, but if I'm just moving around the house doing any kind of setup for my videos, this is not going to cut it. I like the mauve or Muave, I don't know, kind of pink color though. I've been digging that lately. Obviously you can tell I'm wearing it in my hoodie and here, and then I think there's gonna be like two more that are kind of in this color. So I like this, but I think at the same time, to some people's perception, unless the style is really cute and really modern, it can look a little bit grandma-y. I almost forgot to add you guys' reactions from Instagram. So for the first one, you guys said 91% yes and 9% no, which is really crazy to me because even sitting down here, as you can see over there on the table, it doesn't look like it's that great. That being said, I know you guys are just seeing a bra and you're like, yeah, lace, bra, that's probably hot. But there are some of these that you don't like as much as others, so it's weird that this is one of your favorites and it's my least favorite. As for our second one, for instance, that one got a 75% yes and a 25% no. So I would agree with that sentiment there. It looks cute, it's pink. It looks like it won't have that much coverage, it's got cute back lines. But I'm just not feeling it because of the way that it's designed. Very frumpy feeling, even though it is kind of hot. Our next one is this black lacy number, and oh my god, does it look good. It's not very comfortable because of the straps Xing over in the back and the fact that these, even though they're adjustable straps, they don't do much in the way of adjustment. They're just so thin, and if you have big boobs, in fact, natural boobs will be worse because they're much heavier than fake boobs, especially silicone, because silicone weighs less than saline. The more you know. But this right here, this little clippy part in the front is so sexy and sensual. Almost feels like some kind of boned corset type thing, and it just looks really good. It does have very rigid, not soft at all, and very immovable, cushiony inserts, which, you know, in all of these, I'm probably actually gonna cut a little hole here in the liner and take them out. It really sucks when bralettes or bras of any kind come with some kind of padding like this and they don't allow you to take it out. That's like a huge pet peeve of mine when shopping for any kind of thing. I'm always looking to see if you can just slip it out of the liner. It's important. You want the most versatility possible, and I would assume that would be much easier even than sewing it all the way around. I don't know. One thing to note is that it is already ripping right here. I don't know if you can see that, but as much as I like Fashion Nova in other capacities, I feel like their bralettes are like average level in terms of fit and quality. I'm very sad to actually see that this has a hole just from me putting it on once, and I don't have very pointy nails right now and haven't for a long time. So the argument that maybe I put my nail through some very flimsy lace doesn't really apply to this one. I like this one. I do. I would wear it. Not as a supportive bra. None of these are meant to be a supportive bra, really. I just think this one's sexy. As for what you guys thought, you gave it a 92% yes and an 8% no, which is completely apropos, and I understand it 100%. You guys have good taste. And you seem to like your blondes, or blue-haireds, in black. The next one we have is this one, our other mauve number. The light grandma-ish pink, basically. I really love the ones that are kind of halter style, but then they have this like nice mesh window so you can still see cleavage. I like that a lot because I stretch a lot of these out, and you can definitely see a lot more cleavage when it's stretched out. In the right light, it's just very sexy. It's like modest while also being immodest. This doesn't provide any kind of lift or support because the bottom part here is really not tight. It's about as tight as the boob part, so I'm stretching this a little bit and I'm not stretching this at all, but it does look sexy. It is sexy. I would say I would wear this as like a shirt underneath maybe like a leather jacket with some high-waisted jeans or leggings. I think that would be really hot. Or as lingerie in itself, because you know, you can just buy some Muave panties, some light pink, grandma pink panties to match it, and it could be like some good lingerie foreplay. It's awesome. I approve. So this bralette in particular got a 65% yes and a 35% no. It is the worst pulled one so far, but I think that's just because it doesn't seem like in this picture where it's just laying on my table that it shows any amount of cleavage, but it actually does. I think this is one that is demonstrably hotter on the actual female form. Okay, next we have a fun one. This one is really weird and it was by far the hardest to get into. So it has on the back this little clasp here, but I can't seem to get it to come apart. So it's basically just like for show or something, which doesn't make any sense. It seems to be locked in. Usually you would slide this down and then it would come apart. So what I had to do, and I don't know if you can see how tiny this hole is, but I actually had to get this over my fucking shoulders, over my tits, and onto my fucking rib cage, which was hard. It was very hard to get on, but I love this thing. It looks so good. I in fact posted a picture on Instagram of me wearing it like the day I filmed the overlay footage for this because I thought it was so sexy. It basically just has a sheer tank top style top over some really lacy and very sheer cups for your boobs. This one actually provides some of the best support as well because it's so tight around my rib cage and just so constricting. I feel like I could go on a run in this thing. This is probably my favorite, although I felt like I was gonna die taking it on and I felt like I was gonna die taking it off. Very uncomfortable to do both of those things, but damn, dude. Is it a hot piece of clothing? Let's see what you guys thought. On this one, you said 70% yes and 30% no, which is pretty fucking surprising, honestly. It looks hot. I guess maybe it looks kind of weird in the picture here, but as I always say, or as I should always say, or as everyone should always immediately think because it's kind of the most common of sense, don't judge a bra by its cover. That's the saying, right? Moving on. Next, we have another one of these halter top style ones with a little bit of lace inlay, kind of covering the cleavage. This covers a little bit more cleavage. It's definitely not as sexy as the other one I showed you that is like that, but this is probably my favorite color. I like the blood maroon red. I really like it a lot. I like it on blondes. I think it looks really good. It's like an alternative to the more gothic black, but still very sexy and sensual in itself, and I just like blood. I don't know. It does have the inserted stupid ass fucking cups, and the cups for this one are actually inserted into like a really big pocket, so it's very easy for it to flip in the wash or move around, which I don't like at all, but it is comfortable. It is cute. You can wear it as a top, and I don't know, lace detailing always gets me. It's very sexy. It's not extremely scandalous, but the color's nice, and the style's a little bit interesting, a little bit different from anything else in the haul, but still that similar style that I was going for, which was like high class lingerie style bralettes that you can sometimes, if you choose to, wear as a shirt. I approve of this one, but it's not perfect. You guys rated this one a 79% yes and a 21% no, and I think the disparity there is just because it's a pretty sexy blood red, and it looks like it might show a little bit of the top of the boobs, which it does a little bit. Next, we have something kind of standard, but also kind of cute and innovative, I guess I would say. This bottom part here has like some invisible, I don't know what you would even call that, some invisible stretchiness in between the visible stretchiness. And I don't know, it's basically just a simple bralette, no crossback, no anything like that. It does have stupid, non-removable fucking padding cups. I hate them so much. If I had an arch nemesis, or if my boobs, had an arch nemesis, they would be these fucking cups. So annoying. But other than that, it's hot. It shows cleavage. I like it. It's actually a little bit more supportive than the others, even though the straps are very thin. Oh my God, thin. But the cool thing about all of these is even if the straps are thinner, they're all adjustable. So even if you might not like the lift or the support in these, they are somewhat customizable. You guys gave this one a 92% yes and an 8% no because it's fucking hot. I get it. Okay, so this would not be a complete Fashion Nova bralette haul unless I tried out the Costco style 2-pack of camis / bralettes. Why not? This one actually had removable pads and I took the removable pads out. This was the cheapest of all and I got 2 of them. Pretty crazy to know that the cheapest item on the list actually is the one with the removable pads. These basically work as like tight compression camis. Camis are like tight little tank tops that people usually use for like layering if they're super slutty like me, as just a shirt or as a bra, depending on, you know, what your uses are, what you need. It has little cleavage enhancing tension in the middle, and I got it in nude and black, the standard colors. I like these, I approve of these. They're very stretchy and very tight. They feel nice, they're comfortable on my tits. A little bit of lace on the bottom doesn't hurt because it makes it a little bit more fancy than just any average cami. I would say if you got big boobs and you're gonna buy any of these and you're worried about the fit, these ones will do you the best. Not a ton of support, no underwire, no under support at all really, but they are tight enough to kind of keep your boobs in place if your boobs already have a little bit of staying power. You guys thought it was a 78% yes and a 22% no. Not surprising, they don't look particularly interesting. I don't even think in this picture you guys can actually see the black version. So you're just looking at like a kind of nude, ugly color top. Our last kind of grandma pink item is this item, not to be confused with this one, which is more grandma pink. This is more of like a purple-ish color, and it has a much bigger window here for the cleave. Non-removable pads, X backing in the back, which always makes me like look kind of weird, but whatever. The straps are really non-elastic this time. They're not very stretchy. I feel like this probably won't even hold when you tighten it here very much. It's another halter style, but I like it a little bit better than the other one because I feel it just shows more cleavage, and it's just generally a little bit more sexy. Again, I wish it didn't have the cups. Actually, I feel like some of these I might keep the cups in just for fear of losing shape because they're not there. But overall, it's decent, seems to be decent construction. There's a flower pattern on the lace, which is kind of cool because it makes it a little bit thicker of lace and therefore you're not gonna be ripping it as easily. And there's a bunch of holes that you can stick your finger in already if you want to, or if you have to because you have really sharp nails and you don't wanna create new holes. This is more of a durable lace alternative if you're worried a lot about ripping. You guys gave it a 73% yes and a 27% no, which is basically the trend of anything that doesn't look like it shows a lot of cleavage. So nothing new there. Now, to go on to my favorite of the haul, this one. Oh my God, I knew from the get-go that I was gonna love this one so much. It has like this kind of texture, like a jersey texture, which I just adore. It's a neutral gray color, and it's basically just like a bikini top and a bralette with a really tight, like elastic band that I wish had more than 3 of these or some way to tighten it so that it will always fit me perfectly. But this is just so simple and so sexy. It makes my boobs look so good. You're gonna have a little bit of support on the bottom because of this being so tight, but the cups are actually a little bit large. So if you have any kind of sag, the support's gonna be negated a little bit. But I don't know. I just love stuff like this. I love very low profile bras and bralettes when I can get them because bras in general, the ones that do support a lot, like underwire ones or really heavy duty ones, like the ones I get from Victoria's Secret, they're gonna be a little more cumbersome. But this is just like a t-shirt, like under the t-shirt bra. Maybe you wanna wear a really flowy like band tank top or something, like a Metallica shirt or a Pink Floyd shirt, and you want it to kind of be flowy and loose around the chest area, but you don't wanna be showing nip every 5 seconds. This happens to be a perfect fix for that. I just love this. I think it's sexy. It looks good on me. It looks good with my skin tone. And I really love gray and heather gray with blondes or tan girls. It just looks so hot. You guys rated this one a little bit higher than the rest, except for the black one and one other one, I think, at 80% yes and 20% no. I don't see why anyone would ever say no to this. Just sitting on the table there, it just looks like it has so much anime titty potential. I'm down and I love it. Our second to last one that you guys gave an 87% yes and a 13% no to, so a pretty good percentage, is this one. We've got another one of my favorite reds here, and it combines the see-through and non-see-through elasticity here on the sides with a lot of like really pretty lace. And this is the stronger lace, kind of like the other one that I showed you guys. It has very basic cleavage. It doesn't have an X-back, which I like a lot. It does have non-removable cups, obviously, because they all do. Not a lot of support, but very comfortable nonetheless, especially once I take out those goddamn cups. Okay, we've got the last one. This one I like a lot. I do, I like it. It has this weird little line that's adjustable down the cleavage that also goes with the arm strap. So instead of it just being a line that goes around the neck or something to keep it in place, you actually basically just have 2 straps. And these are real bra straps. This has no filler, no liner, and no dumb non-removable cups, so it's basically just like the one, my favorite one, the gray one, except for it's like a double ply, very tiny mesh, and I like that a lot, very sexy. I could never get this middle thing to be perfectly in center with my boobs, so that's something that I found a little bit weird, a little bit annoying, but at the same time, it's unique, and I like it, and I like the dusty lavender color. I think it's kind of pretty. So I would give this one a yes as well. It's just good construction, very comfortable. Let's see if you guys approve. You guys gave this one a 75% yes and a 25% no. I don't know why, maybe just because it looks pretty simple, but I fucking love it and I am confident that you guys will love it on me as well. All right guys, thank you for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and if you want, you can become a channel member. You can check out my Patreon, you can go on Twitch and become a subscriber or just a follower there, watch my live streams. I play bass, I play video games, whatever. Right now, I'm getting back into World of Warcraft, so that's a time sink. More than a time sink, it's a fucking life sink. But no matter where you decide to follow me or support or not, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I bought all of these with my own money, and you can't return them back to Fashion Nova because bralettes and panties and stuff like that are final sale. So keep that in mind if you're gonna go shopping around. But if you're interested in any of these and you think they will look good on your boobs, links will be down in the description to everything I talked about in this video. But if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, which has been in whatever corner that is the entire video, I would appreciate it. It's where I do all the polls for the videos, including this one. It's where I post all of my publicly available pictures, and it's my favorite social media aside from like Twitch and YouTube. I love you guys so much, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative for the girls and interesting for the boys. Maybe informative for some boys too. You know, there is always birthdays, Valentine's Days, and just why the fuck not to buy your girlfriend something to put on her tits in hopes that she'll take it off for you later. Love you guys. Thanks for watching.